Well, today's story really is an old favorite fairy tale. Once upon a time, a very kind and very pretty girl happened to live with a woman and her 2 daughters. Because this girl was so kind, everyone loved her. But this made the mother and her 2 daughters very jealous. And so they always had this girl dress in rags, and they had her do all the work in the house. And one of her jobs was to carry out the ashes and cinders from the fireplace in the kitchen. Well, because of this, they called her Little Cinders. And finally, as the years went by, Cinderella. Well, one day, Cinderella was sitting by the ashes, the only place that she was allowed to sit in the house, when she heard the mother of the 2 daughters calling her. The mother said, "Cinderella! Cinderella! Where are you, you stupid child?" "Oh, there you are, sitting among the ashes as usual. Well, get up on your feet. There's lots of work to be done." "Oh, but I've already done my work for the day." "Oh, yes, my dear. I know you've done your work for the day, but we have a special occasion coming up. We've been invited to the King's ball." "Oh, how wonderful. I can hardly wait. How thrilling." Yes, thrilling for us, perhaps, but not for you. You're staying home. There's lots of work that has to be done. Now, my 2 daughters, their new dresses, well, they have to be pressed. And our jewels have to be cleaned and, well, really, by the time you get through helping us get ready for the ball, there won't be any time left for you to go. Well, at just this minute, the 2 mean sisters came in. And the oldest one said, "Really, Mother? Did I hear her say that she wants to go to the ball? Well, Cinderella, what do you plan to wear? That charming creation you have on?" Cinderella said, "Well, I do realize it's kind of dirty from the ashes and a little raggedy, but I could wash it and sew it and iron it, and then it would be all right, wouldn't it?" The other sister said, "That's just like you. I suppose you'd like to go to the ball in that terrible dress you have on, the only one you own, and embarrass all of us. Oh, my, yes. I'm sure you'd make a hit in that snazzy outfit." No, children. Enough of this fun and frolic. I want my 2 dear, sweet daughters to look beautiful when you go to the ball. Go upstairs and get your rest. And you, Cinderella, hurry up and get busy. Get up on your feet and help my daughters get ready for the ball." Well, that's what Cinderella did. She helped them get ready for the ball, and finally, they were all ready to go. All that is, except Cinderella. And just before they were leaving, the mother turned to Cinderella and she said, "Now then, Cinderella, I want you to stop that pouting. After all, we're not going to be gone long. Of course, we might dance every dance at the ball. Who knows, perhaps one of my daughters will meet the prince and, well, we'll see. Well, what are you standing there gawking for? Go sit among the ashes and don't start crying. I told you you couldn't go and you can't." With that, she slammed the door and they left. Poor Cinderella, she said, "Oh, dear. Oh, dear, I do wish I could go to the ball. And I could, too, have fixed my dress. Maybe I might have met the prince. Oh, dear." "Were you?" And then, standing before Cinderella was a beautiful lady, and she explained that she was Cinderella's fairy godmother. And then, just with a wave of her magic wand, she changed a pumpkin, 6 white mice, and a rat into a coach, a coachman, and 6 beautiful white horses. And then, with another wave of her wand, she changed Cinderella's old clothes into a beautiful gown with pearls and diamonds and rubies and emeralds sparkled all over it. Oh, how lovely. Oh, but I just thought of something. I don't have any shoes. Oh, glass slippers. Oh, thank you, dear fairy godmother. Oh, I'm so grateful. And I'll remember to do everything you said. I'll be sure and be home before the clock strikes 12. Oh, thank you. So, Cinderella went to the ball. And the first night, she danced every night. Every single dance with the prince. Yes, they had fallen in love. The second night, the very same thing. But of course, Cinderella remembered every time to get home before 12. But the third night, she was having such a grand time that as they were sitting down to dinner at the ball, all of a sudden, she heard the clock start to strike. Well, she ran as fast as she could. She got away all right, but she lost one of her glass slippers. Well, the next day, Cinderella heard the mother talking to the two daughters. The mother said, Oh, these last 2 days. Such excitement. And now I've just heard that the prince found a glass slipper. And he commands every woman in the land to try to make it fit. The one that can make the slipper fit, he will make his bride and princess. Oh, my children, this is your golden opportunity, your one chance in a million. You must make that slipper fit. If you do, you'll be a princess. And one of you one day will be queen of all the land. And we'll live in luxury the rest of our lives. Well, finally, the prince arrived with the glass slipper. First, the oldest one tried it on. She said, well, I'm sure that it looks just about my size, Prince. Let me just try it on. Oh, you're tickling me. Well, it does seem a trifle small, but oh, you know how these things are. Sometimes, well, your feet do swell a little bit. Then the other sister tried it on. She said, well, Prince, if you don't mind, I would like to hold the slipper myself, because I'm sure if I hold it, I can get it on. Now, all I have to do is just squeeze my big toe right... Oh. It won't fit. Then Cinderella said, may I try it on? Ha! You stupid, silly girl. Do you think a prince would be interested in the likes of you? But he was, and he insisted that she try the slipper on. Well, of course, she no sooner put it on than her clothes changed back into the beautiful gown that she'd worn at the ball. And then the prince took her to his castle, made her his bride, and they both lived